Hello. Okay. Um, this video is gonna be a little introduction. I'm gonna move you guys a little bit. Excuse me. Thank you. This video is gonna be a little introduction to my yet to come reviews. Yes, I have a little series of reviews that was gonna start with the little hype and slash hard to get tobaccos that I kind of want to get out of the way because I know everybody wants to know how they taste, how they feel, and what other people think about it. And But first of all, I want to give you a little bit of an impression of my taste so you understand where I'm coming from. Review is something very personal. Doesn't matter how much you try to push that away. You can actually say stuff about perceiving sweetness or perceiving saltness or smoking hot or cool or besides the I don't even know if you can say anything about the color of the ash without being extremely personal. You know what I mean? So um, I am extremely seasonal. I have a seasonal palate. My palate during the weekend, the winter, is by some reason that I don't know, tends to like a lot of English and Lakia and stuff like that. Um, on less cold months and more warmer months, probably around autumn or spring, middle of the spring, I usually go to more Virginia Bays and Webers and stuff like this. I'm not a Perique fan, not a Perique lover at all. Not a Perique fan. I smoke blends with Perique. There is stuff that I don't smoke. Yes, there's stuff that I almost don't smoke, which is aromatics. I almost don't smoke aromatics because the way they behave, not because I don't like their taste, because they usually start being a pain in the butt a little bit um, when you're smoking, like technically speaking, of smoking hot and getting super goopy, getting the pipe wet and everything else. And so I have an enormous rotation. Whenever I have the money to buy all the tobacco that I want, I usually have a rotation of about 40 different blends. So I do not rarely go and smoke like for a whole week, a whole blend. And I dedicated some time smoking the Pelican, the blend that I'm gonna review next. So for this reviews, I'm gonna be smoking at least a full 10, and I'm gonna be smoking during the reviews and talking a little bit about them. Also, I want to tell you a little bit, guys, about some funny stories of when I start pipe smoking. Okay. Um, First of all, let me throw this out, take this out of the way. I don't particularly care for bright Virginias. So Orlick, I'm not gonna be reviewing those super, well-known, everybody knows and loves blends. There's no reason to do this. I just wanted maybe bring some blends that people don't talk about it every day. I think will be interesting. So when I start smoking the pipe, I got a couple of corn cobs, and I was about to from Scott from Barista Cob. Great website. I still buy from them. They're amazing. I got some pipes. I got some pipe tobacco from Pipes and Cigars, and I put together a list that took me 1 month to put together, watching all the videos and stuff. I remember that my first order was something for that month. The only thing I could hear in the internet was like, because the Perique is delicious, because it's so plumey and amazing, and blah 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 blah. I was like, holy moly, this Perique is the thing. It's the thing of pipe smoking is go after Perique. So I remember that half of the blends that I got were Perique forward, at least. Scudo, Bayou Morning or Bayou Morning, I think. One of the Frog Mortar on the Bayou. I remember that I got Bob's Chocolate Flake. I remember that I got Orlick, and believe it or not, I got a 10 of Pure Perique from Robert McConnell's. Yeah. And I still have it. Have not smoked about that. Okay, anyway, so where I'm going with this, I just want you guys to take my reviews with a gigantosauric grain of salt, because it's an opinion of someone. I don't want you guys to go buy it. I just want you guys to see and maybe have another perspective of, how does that blend taste for someone with a palate like me. And, you might identify yourself as in the same palate, or a palate that's close to mine, or taste, whatever you want to call it. But so I got this order from Pipes and Cigars, and I opened the box, and I was like, okay, so what the heck? I'm just gonna open all these tins and put them in jars. I already read something about that, and I'm gonna start smoking those things. So my very first bowl in this life was Bob's Chocolate Flake, and for who people do not know this, who do not know this, it was an insane thing to do, because there's so many things going on with that blend. There's this floral essence called Lakeland from very specific manufacturer that is Gawith and Hogger. You're gonna find some in other manufacturers, but it's like one of the big signatures of that manufacturer, and it's a love or hate kind of thing. It has a lot of Kia, and it has a very present sourness in that blend, and it's a full blend with high nick, not like crazy high, but like nicks there, you know what I mean? And I remember I was smoking that. I was like, it's not possible that anyone in this planet can enjoy this. And I completely burned my tongue, and of course. So I remember that there was the only pipe tobacco that I've never smoked again until 6 months ago. And the next blend, so okay, hate the first one, right? Okay, the next blend was Orlik. So I smoked Orlik, and I smoked many bowls of Orlik, and so dried and more moist and packing differently and rubbing it out and kind of folding stuff, because the tin that I got was so moist that the flakes would actually glued together. And this was like years ago. I don't remember quite how many years. So I remember smoking them and say like, this is horrible. This is pure orange and citrusness, and it was this pungent brightness that it was not with it was not resonating with me at all. So put that aside. So next one, Scudo. Very bomb for a person smoking per week for the first time. Another insane fail, you know what I mean? And then the next was Dunhill Flake. And you guys know exactly how that went, terribly. So I prefer darker Virginias. I always smoke brighter Virginias. For my taste, I always smoke them when they're more like a little bit more aged. They die down that citrus and that that lemony kind of thing, and becomes way more enjoyable. But for example, a blend that has bright Virginias that I really enjoy is Peter Stokkeby Luxury Bullseye Flake. I really enjoy that blend. And so yeah, that's one of the funny things of buying stuff that you see other people recommending, that your taste might not resonate with that person. You're gonna make a huge mistake. Thank God I kept with the hobby and try new things and discover red Virginias. That was one of my favorite things in the whole world, that you can taste it. And then I learned how to like Larakia, and then I completely fell in love with burleys in general. Not so much the kind of burley that, the kind of taste burley for as matches like haunted bookshop, like powerhouse burley. I like Old Dark Fire. I like Golden Extra. It's delicious from McBaron. And so that's it. My reviews are gonna mainly be talking about the technically how the blend performs, and the flavors that I pick up, the evolution of the blend throughout the bowls, and I may or not say something personal like I like it, I don't like it, and you take that with a grain of salt as well. So anyway, that's it guys. I hope you liked the video. I'm gonna now shoot the video off Pelican. See you guys in a bit.